Okay, looks like we are live for now. Here we go. Bum. Okay, hello everyone. Alex Kolosko here, and we have Artem Pisarevsky. Hello, Artem.
Hello, Alex. Hello.
We are here to judge and find the winner of Valentine's Day contest that we run with our sponsors, b&h They provided the main prize, the biggest prize, is this Impact Venture Impact TTL 600 watt second light, and that is going to find his owner, the winner today, with our help. And we have more prizes from Photigy School of Photography, of course. That we'll figure out it today as well. Let's see how we hear and how you guys see us as well. Right now we are broadcasting on YouTube, Photigy YouTube. Yeah, it's all good there. So Photigy YouTube and Facebook. And guys, if you want to chat, please use YouTube. Okay, if you go into YouTube Photigy channel, you can search, or you can use the link from Photigy events. This is chat that we're going to monitor. Okay, let me make sure. Okay, hello. So we have many people there join us. Hello, Carlo, Dennis. Artem is here, of course. Rui, Ryan, beautiful. Okay. Let me do this. Guys, let me do this. Let me send the link to Facebook chat, and we'll start from there to just make sure that people can join us over there. 1 second. Okay, so this is the chat. Now, what do we do? And I'll tell you what you can do while watching us. There is some of the prizes will be selected based on your voting, okay? Voting of the audience, voting of our community. And you still have time to vote if you didn't vote yet. Again, please go to our, let me send the link. It will be faster. I'll send the link to the contest page. This is where you still can vote, or your friends can vote. I'm going to send the link on both chats. Okay, so this is the link, and another link will go here. Okay. Now, Artyom, are you ready?
Yeah, I've been ready this whole time. So
I'm going to share my screen, and what we did is this. We have a special folder where we put all the submissions. Okay, right now we have 18 images there, and we removed, not me, not Artyom, a member of our team removed all the watermarks, and we don't know who's this image is, so we don't know even the name of the photographer, and we have just numbers from 1 to the to 19, actually 19, not 18, 19.
Posts.
And we're going to judge, going to review them. It will be a relatively short review, I would say, like 10 times shorter than that, comparing to what we do on Photigy Pro Clubs when photographers submit their homework. But we're going to talk about every image and give the score on our internal spreadsheet based on creativity, technical execution, post-production, and composition. Okay, so these 4 elements for things that will be judged. Okay, 1 second, we have a question. Okay. And I'm going to share my screen and we'll go from there. Привет всем, Тимур. Привет. The cool thing that we both can understand Artyom speak perfect Russian. Okay, review to cam. Boom, this is what we have, okay? So all the images are here and they completely randomly, well, not selected, named this way from submission first to submission 19. And Artyom, do you see them? I mean, how are you gonna see what I'm talking about?
No, I'm good.
You're
I can see. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just going to be observing the same image. So
Okay.
Yeah, we're good. We're absolutely.
So number first.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's start from the flower image.
Yes, this is flower, and I'll be quick. And then we'll talk. You know, once we where is it? No, probably I won't be doing there. Oh, there is a markup for this. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so nice. What I like here, I like the composition. I really like the. I mean, I really like the shadows, highlights, all that lighting work that was placed. This is super cool. I mean, I really enjoy the image. From technical side, I'm not going to do any digging, but based on the subject, it's not nothing really fancy there in terms of complexity like chrome metal or something really glossy or whatever. It looks really nice, really nice. Artyom, what do you think?
I think it's a good image. I think it's technically quite well done. I don't know if are we going to judge one by one on the criterias, or are we just discussing the image at first?
Well, I don't know. We're not supposed to. I'm not sure if we're supposed to, give the numbers to everyone what we put here. Probably not before we run everything, because on every contest, whatever. If you look on the sport, you don't know what they put. Yeah. But you tell this: creativity, technical execution, post production, composition. I'm going to do this myself. So creativity.
Yeah, I think as a Valentine's Day image, as we can see, it kind of matches the theme. I think the photograph it's quite well done. It's sharp everywhere. I don't see anything too much wrong with it. It's a nice image. I don't feel like it's like super creative. But as a technically, it's well done image, and I think everything looks good to me. I don't see anything that I could comment on, as it's not a composite image. There is very little. Right.
Usually it's way more complex, right? Way more complex stuff that we do on this. I like everything, and I can tell you guys that this image got really high scores on the. All creative, technical execution, and post-production. The lowest score is composition. Why? I would crop it this way. Okay, I don't see why we need that much on the bottom. Let me. You see my screen? Yeah, you see. If I do crop, boom. I really like it this way. Okay, so this is why it's less than the rest. Now let's jump to next one. Artyom, make your scores on the spreadsheet and let's move because we have time. Again, guys, you have ability to kind of influence a little bit on what we do. Actually, not a little bit. People will receive the whole year of unlimited membership based on your votes. Okay, based on your votes. So go to that contest and you still can vote, but only once. You can do it multiple times. Okay, let's jump to the next one. Submission number 2. Why jumping here? Okay, here we go.
Ooh. I wasn't really sure at first what the thing in the background was, but it's flowers, isn't it?
Yeah, it's flowers. I
Yeah.
remember we have this, and wow, technically done. Looking at the bottle of this Chanel, it's beautiful. I mean, I like it. I really like it. You know, all these shadows, highlights, the gradient, the king of product photography. That's what I teach all the time. The gradient. You know, so no, I don't need this. Give me the pen, or at least this. So yeah, talking about you know, these sides, it's super cool. So the bottle overall, I like it. I'm not sure how I like the background and how well it fits the bottle. I don't think it's the best selection for the background. Artyom, what do you think? How do you
Yeah,
like it all?
I was about to say the same on the colors side. I don't know, maybe the as if when talking about texture, it's not the worst. I think it's flowers work quite well. It looks like it's not too much, but at the same time, it's kind of it is a little bit too much. It has quite a lot of stuff in there, but uh,
What
when it
is your
comes to the
recipe?
bottle.
What you would do to improve it? What would you do
I
different?
would, I would, I would at least fill up a little bit of the top corners. Kind of, right now the brownish color doesn't
Oh,
really do
color.
it for
I
me.
see. I see
Yeah,
color. Oh,
yeah,
I
and
didn't even notice. You see, this guy knows colors.
yeah, and yeah, I would just maybe try a little bit cooler colors. Maybe like reduce that brown a little bit, but something to do. It's just a bit too warm for me. But the bottle looks very good. I think the colors on the bottle are fine, but the background is lacking something.
Thank you. Let me read what our viewers saying. Ryan saying that the light in the bottle is great. I wish the background was more out of focus. I wish the color of the background matches the color of the bottle better. This is actually, yeah, exactly what I meant by the background. Color plus, yeah, more blur. I would really love to see.
But it's actually weird that there's completely different opinions about the background, because some say it should be even more warmer, but I think it should go completely the other way, because then you would have blue with orange, which is quite usual split tone kind of combination.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
matches.
it's
I see matches color. Yeah, I like you said. Artem, it's more how we call
yeah
it,
it's,
complementary, or
yeah,
when it's like
complementary
complement,
colors.
when it's like
Yes.
a little bit opposite. Yeah, I agree. Because white, it's like if you look from a side, it's almost like white background. It's not probably the best background. Greenish white, if you know we blur it more. Okay, cool. Needs split toning on background to flat. Yes, exactly. That anonymous saying. Okay, cool. Thanks. Let me put my scores for this one. For creativity, ooh, let's put this number. Technical execution. It's
So
beautiful.
mysterious.
Yes, yes. This number. Post-production, Artyom, what do post-production? Post-production. Post-production is great here. If I look at the bottle, that's the only
Yeah,
post-production.
I was looking at the bottle.
Yeah.
I think it was quite good.
And
So
composition a little bit lower, guys, a little bit lower. Ooh, I see, you know, it start kind of getting... Huh, it's interesting that, you know, score could be really close, even the numbers are really different. Okay, good. Let's move to the next one. Submission number 3. It's here. I'm looking at these lipstick 3, and well, one more thing. It's about Valentine's Day contest. So it's supposed to be Valentine's Day theme. By default, as I see on submissions, we call, you know, let me grab this. It looks like anything that's sort of like a feminine product, or whatever you call it. It's Valentine's Day. So anything that, you know, lipstick, all the cosmetics. But I think it's not enough to be really Valentine's. It's, I mean, we'll judge everything, and you just need to keep in mind that, you know, it should fit into the whole theme.
and
What I see.
that's mostly the creativity part of
Yes,
of
yes,
our
exactly.
judging process, that we're going to judge also on the how much creative thought you put into the images, so they fit the theme and they kind of
Right.
they're interesting. And yes, it's not only that they're creative as an image. So in this case, for example, we have this like golden bouquet, and it is creative, but it's kind of again, like like Alex said, feminine products are
Yeah,
maybe
how it
not
fit
as
into the
much
theme.
as
Yeah.
yes, exactly.
It's like,
So
almost like not only photography, but let's say advertisement agency, the whole agency. Client has the sort of like a request, Valentine's Day theme advertisement, and then you do your creative stuff, and then
yes.
they judge if they pay you money or not for this. So basically, like what photography is a part of this, but it comes more. So here we judge everything. Let's see. So on technical side, I love it. I mean, it's super cool. Yeah, I was kind of thinking to tell. Oh, there is some zebra that I call zebra, but it's not zebra. It's actually reflections from each of these lipsticks on each other. It's cool. In many cases, in advertisement photography world, we avoid this by either retouching or by actually shooting separately. But it's fine. It's real life when they have reflections. So on a technical side, I really like it. On a creative, again, I don't think it's really falling to the Valentine's Day theme, but the rest, the creativity in terms of photography is beautiful. I just really love this. It's just amazing how bouquet and it start building up, the intensity behind. So it's super, super, super cool, really. And colors and reflections on these guys. So probably post-production is really well. Artem, what do you think about post-production and all this? There is
Yeah, you
some.
actually you mentioned that the zebras could be retouched out. I think there is I think there I'm not going to go into too much into the specifics, but at least like lipstick wise, there would be some retouching at the tops of the of two of the lipsticks, and some on the actual metal parts. There are kind of like these weird reflections
Yeah,
which
all
appear
this
at
supposed to be just black. I mean, it's super easy to do retouching on these,
yeah.
dark ones. There is no reason to leave, all that stuff there. It's interesting.
But
It looks
otherwise,
like it was retouched. I don't know, or
yeah,
it's
no, it definitely looks like there has been something done to them, but
not
there
totally.
are some places that still need work, like the bottom part of the lipstick as well, like leftmost. You
Yeah,
can see
yeah.
the top
I
is
trying to.
not.
You don't see what I'm doing, right, Artem? Sorry, you didn't see.
Yeah, I do,
Oh,
but
okay,
it
okay.
comes
So
with the
yeah, I
frame.
tried
Yeah.
to kind of highlight those areas again. We don't want to spend too much time.
Yes, that's exactly what I meant,
Yeah.
and I'm just now beginning to see like
Mm-hmm,
everything
mm-hmm.
that you're. Yeah, those are the things that I noticed as well. So yeah, it looks like it's something has been done with it, at least regarding colors. I think the colors are cool here, but retouching wise, there are spots which I would pay more attention to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So little imperfections, the real stuff,
yeah,
but it's not perfectly looking thing. That's what we do most of the time in Photoshop, and well, it improves a lot. So let's put numbers here. Artem. This is number
yeah.
three.
I actually
You
did
did.
already. Yeah,
Okay.
doing it on the fly
Hmm.
while you talk.
Can I put the highest number or the lowest number? Okay, I got it. Now number 4. I need that screen. Okay, number 4 is this. So, believe it or not, but this is Valentine's Day theme because of that cool selection of of this specific it's not even brand. It's a type of this ketchup or whatever, and it's
Probably
even
hot sauce.
yeah,
Hot
yeah,
sauce.
gluten free, which is good. And we have this nice, so quite creative, I would say. Wow, wow. And it's so hot, so it's even almost like smoking hot. Great, Artem. What do you think?
What do I
The
think?
winner?
Are we going to start with me?
Well,
Or
yeah, no, there.
or
If
do
you know, you probably need to speed up a little bit. So I'm thinking, we may not need to, to talk that much. Just give us, yeah, like overall
a short
impression.
rundown? Yeah, I think there definitely is the Valentine's Day kind of vibe in regard to the label, and there appears to be a heart made out of the chili peppers. But something about this image kind of like uh, imagine if it was shot like a top-down view, so from above,
Uh huh.
and you would lay the bottle down into the heart. Because right now it's kind of really, if it wasn't a critique for a Valentine's Day contest, then you wouldn't even probably notice that there is a heart. But
Yes.
right now
Yeah.
that we know that it's Valentine's Day, so the shape is probably heart. But if it was shot from above, I think it would be more distinct heart. And yeah, the bottle itself, it's I think in regarding photography, it could be shot a little bit better. I see some like depth of field. There is bokeh probably on purpose, but the bottle isn't sharp, so there's something to think about that. Then, of course, the top of the bottle could be retouched a little bit, in my opinion. And the composition, there is, I think, a weird spot on the left which kind of cuts off just the tip of the pepper, which is completely unnecessary when you could have moved the camera like left maybe 1 millimeter, and it would have been completely in frame. So all in all, I think it's i- the idea is cool. It lacks a bit of the execution, and maybe the post-production could be more Valentine's Day-ish. Right now, it looks more like a snapshot to me. There could be some playing with colors, maybe some pink somewhere or red, like kind of this Valentine's Day red, not orange. And yeah, it just needs something more for me. But yeah, that's that's what I think. What do you think?
Well, cool. It's cool. I agree what you said, and top down probably will look better. The main thing here, it's a technical. I mean, main downside for me is a technical execution for the bottle. There is no lighting that we use for product photography. Really, what I see, it's completely wrong in terms of the way that you shoot bottle. I mean, I'm looking at the reflections, okay, looking at this stuff. It's
Oh, that's
definitely
true.
welcome to Photigy school, and we'll teach you. You can even get. I mean, it's there are tons of free tutorials if you want to just do it by yourself. If you want some critique, join something. It's not the way that we shoot this. Okay. The creative side, though, it's really cool here comparing to the technical execution. Like Artem said, I'm not going to repeat it, but it's different. There are different ways, probably better or not to shoot it, but it's super cool. So I'm giving way more scores on the creativity. Is it number 4?
Yes, yes.
Okay, yeah, lots of creativity and more down on the technical execution. Post production, well, I don't think it was much, so I'm kind of giving it like this. And composition is cool, but could be better. Great, let's move forward. I was thinking, top-down shot, this thing laying, and instead of this heart, it may be the south by itself in the form of the shape of the heart, and it's so hot that it kind of smoke's coming out of it. It's almost like a burning down whatever is placed on. It just, ideas. But it's easy, to have ideas and do nothing and just talk. I know, guys. Okay, let's have some more. And it almost look like this is number 5. from our course for wedding photographers, jewelry for wedding photographers. But of course, this is theme that not, I didn't invent it there. Anyway, let me see. So tons of text, which is cool. I mean, oh, it's some romantic novel, I see. Cool. So variation tool, toning images, techniques, raw files, wide angle lens. Cool. It's like photography.
Very romantic novel.
Very romantic. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking immediately. Romantic novel. Okay. Let's see what people are saying, our watchers, viewers. Guys, what do you think about this? So, fast. Kind of going through this. Where the focus is? What we trying to, I see the white balance and variation tool. So there are some text which is perfect focus. There is no focus on the ring. A little bit, the maximum focus that I see is on the bottom, probably the least sexiest part of the ring at all. It's supposed to be here. I'm not sure what is going on. Maybe the idea is to show focus on the shadow, which is actually super cool. Yes, this is super creative. But I think it should be somewhere kind of on the product by itself. Again, maybe I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. I'm coming from, product photography background. Maybe it's not. Yes, Mr. Roar saying, I didn't think that ring should be this blurry. Yes. Spice up your love life for Valentine's Day. Yes, exactly. With S-curve application, actually, there is some almost like a pornography here going on. Oh man, how you can say? Anyway, so Artyom, what do you think?
I think that this could definitely have been done a bit better in terms of technical execution. I think the focus should be more on the ring. Regarding post-production, there isn't much to do here, I think, other than the color temperature. But again, the image looks like it's supposed to be like this how do you say it, sepia, like where it's supposed to be orange-ish, but this just gives me an odd vibe of wrong white balance. So I don't know. It's again, I think this is also a little bit more of a snapshot, but again, the heart looks good. It definitely kind of delivers the message that it is in fact a Valentine's Day photo, but post-production wise and technical execution on the focusing and maybe the theme of the book, as someone already mentioned, should be maybe something more romantic. Yeah, otherwise the heart is something that works here, and
cool.
But I think it's not super creative thing as it is kind of usually occurs in many ring shots, this heart idea. We've actually, I think, done a course on it as well.
Yeah, we have the course.
Yes, but yeah, those are my thoughts. I think just needs a bit more attention on the technical side.
Yep, thank you. And what people actually saying that Hussein I forgot, he's already gone. So somebody else, somebody who's watching us, saying about the ring. That focus could be here if it would be a name. Sometimes there is a name, on the back side, name of the person. So, but it's not here. It's some dots, unfortunately. Anyway, thank you. Let's move to next one. And the next one, oh no, 1 second. I need to put my numbers. Creativity, it's almost the winner. Technical execution, well, not so much. Well, the shadow is great though. Post-production, post-production. What is that? Post-production. No, I remember. Composition is actually really cool. Okay. Next one. Next one would be, eventually, alcohol. I mean,
Oh yes, always a
it's,
curing theme.
yes. It's like we have hard time when we choosing stuff for for workshops. Like it's always either
But what's
cosmetic or alcohol. Yes.
what's going on with the flower?
Actually, a flower and there is something in the middle. I need to get time to kind of absorb this image idea. Flower is, well, looks like it just nice hole that we see a flower through. And it's not just a flower, there is a ring in there. And it's not just a wine, we have even a beautiful, but half um, glass of wine. Wow, such a mind who created this I mean, it's beautiful. Just trying to, fit in mind. So, guys, I don't know. I mean, I like many parts of it. For example, that half of the glass looks amazingly well. One thing that I can tell you not to do next time, guys, when you shoot any glass, come on, when you shoot any glass, avoid having, let me do like this, the top, the opening of your glass to be flat. Make sure there is always oval. So you shoot either a little bit from the bottom, if it's not fully full, if there is, we can see, or a little bit from top. Never shoot it flat, okay? That's beside everything. It's just the most common mistake that I see on the students of the certification program. We have one of the lessons there, the homework actually to shoot a glass. Anyway, that's cool, but I'm not getting the composition. I'm not getting the, why it's like this. Why half? Why it's not standing just next to it? Artem, do you have any idea what is going on here?
I'm trying to figure out the flower. It's just that's throwing me off.
What
because
flower? Flower? Flower. Okay.
on the right, like
yeah, by that.
to me it doesn't kind of make sense. But the everything else kind of looks cool. Again, as you also said, I'm trying to figure out the glass as well. I just
Why it's
haven't
half?
gotten so far. I don't know. I don't know.
It should be something that we don't see. Guys, help us. I mean, you see the same, right?
I would understand if the glass
Almost
was
feel like
kind
you
of
need back chocolate. Okay.
like imagine if it would be cool the glass if the half, like where it's put in half, it would have the glass kind of reflection, so it looks it would
Like it
look
was
like
cut,
it's
really like cut.
yes, like it's supposed to be a half glass. But here right now we are having kind of this like sharp cut in Photoshop, like so I don't know what's going
it's
on.
they broke up. They broke up. This is why. I know why. It's half. The glass is supposed to be full when you are together, right? I mean, it's like two halves. And then boom, if it's one half, I'm trying to get the idea, there is a story behind the shot. So they just broke up on the Valentine's Day, and it's only half a glass that is left. I mean, this is the explanation. Now I understand, right? Okay. Yeah, actually, might be cool. I think do we have this tutorial or not? Sometimes they do this completely, of course, in Photoshop, like a glass of wine cut half, and we see the cut, and it's not like this, but you actually see the wine and everything standing there, like
Yeah, like from the side of the cut.
Yeah, from the second
like
side.
that you see inside the glass.
Yeah, this would be cool, but anyway, now I understand. Now everything is fine. So sorry, guys. I mean, it happens. Yeah, Valentine's Day. Okay, let's put numbers. Creativity. It's probably 11 out of 10. Do I have 11? No, I can't put 11. Okay, so let me put. And post-production. Artem, how much you would put post-production? There is little post-production here, right? But there is some.
2000.
2000. Okay, 2020. I don't know. Composition is kind of strange.
Yeah,
Especially
it
the
is
flower.
kind of strange. Yeah, especially the flower, and especially the fact that the bottle isn't centered. It's like two millimeters off center. Did you
Yeah.
notice?
Now, yes.
It could be centered, but it isn't for some reason. So yeah, that's also, and the flower is like really next to the edge. It's like almost cutting the
Yeah.
right edge.
And it's not a flower. I
So
mean, it's just the like it's
yeah,
not a
it's just
flower
a
lane, right?
fold.
It's like
Yeah,
it's a how we call it, the application or composition, right? That you put in Photoshop that has nothing to do really like it's not like you do the composite image when you put stuff like it was shot together, but it was not, right? You do separate shots and then you put it together. Here it was like it just hole in the image with that, so it's really strange. Anyway, let's move.
yeah, yeah. Let's move on.
Let's move on because we can talk a lot. Oh, there is.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm going to read some chat.
Yeah. What people saying?
Let's see what's
Oh,
going on over here.
yeah, with flower, guys. Flower is cool idea, but it should be the real one and just laying on a table, overlapping with some stem, maybe with some leaves. You know, it's
Yeah, yeah.
why not?
That's
It's
exactly
cool
it.
idea.
Yes.
But why it is like this? I have only one explanation that after they broke up, no flowers left at home, so you can shoot it. So you use just stock flower and put it there. This is what happened. Anyway, submission number 7, Valentine's Day, and it looks like there is a story, but the story across all images, we can tell it what happens after that wine up the guys start playing guitar. Anyway, somehow this is Valentine's Day. And Artyom, our duty is to find how it fits, right? Because the author is definitely think that it fits. So it's some romantic songs, I guess, right? It's like
Yeah, probably. But I think again here it takes too long to figure out the idea. So
yeah,
yeah, of
so,
course, if you're a music lover, then it takes 0 seconds. But for me, it takes a while to kind of see anything Valentine's Day themed in this image, unfortunately. But
yeah, music lover. There's people saying that music lover. Guitar way looks too flat. Yeah, I'm going to talk a little bit about technical side of this.
yeah, I was just about to say that maybe you should say something about the technical execution.
So the front looks cool. The flat part, which is actually flat, looks good. I mean, has no problem with all the front. It has some highlights here. Come on. And actually, I like yellow. Anyway, highlights looks good. This is flat. It could be better if you'd have some like gradient, so a little brighter, let's say, on some side, and darker on other. It could be bad, but it could be good. I mean, but it's sort of okay. The biggest problem comes with this, where it's actually not flat. There is a depth. It's not flat subject, right? We don't have any rim light, and this is the issue, right? We don't have light that will highlight this edge. So on this side, and
So it wouldn't get lost in the
yes,
dark
exactly. We
background.
just
Yeah.
one more light from behind on a side, let's say right side behind. It will kind of lick it, and boom, it will be all done. Super cool. And there is a light for the background, but it's not enough to really separate. At least on my
Yeah,
screen.
it's like it's really dark.
And
I
this is
can
actually
barely see a bit blue, but
yeah.
that's it.
And we don't need this if you're talking about light. If you better have it there, spot on. If you don't have, let's say, one more light, you don't have a rim light. That's fine. You put more light on the background so it separates, and we see the edge of the guitar. And on the bottom, we don't need it. So let's see.
What do you think about the composition?
Well, it's just standing there. I mean, it's well, it's a little bit off center, but it's okay.
Yeah,
Probably a
I
little
think
bit
it's
too much.
I think it's a lot of off center, and I mean it doesn't have to be in the center,
Yeah,
but it certainly can't be. I
too
think
much.
it can't be on the left side, because you should always leave room, kind of towards the side where the product is rotating.
Right.
Right now, it's kind of the opposite, so it throws me off at least. I don't know. What do you think?
Oh, actually, yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, yeah. It's same with
Because if it
Portishead,
was
right? Yeah.
yeah, if it was on the right side, then you could have a little bit of the left as kind of giving the guitar some space. But again, yeah, it's small thing compared to yeah.
Oh, that is a beautiful idea. Andy saying a naked girl in the background hidden by the guitar. That would make guitar Valentine-ish. It's a
But
perfect
why
idea.
isn't there one? I
Well, there
can't
is.
see it.
It's
Too
too
dark.
dark. It's too. There is a girl, but it's too dark. We need to send this guy one more light. We're missing the huge part of this, and well, unfortunately, we have to find a winner. So, well, probably we'll figure out something. So, get back to me, please, the owner of this image. Uh, I'll personally will try to help you. We have one more light somewhere sitting there. It shouldn't be that bright, but we need to see that little girl. Well, not little. It should be girl that is behind. Okay. Now let's move to
Yep.
next
Did
one.
you put your
Oh,
numbers?
not yet. I forgot. Oh, thank you. So creativity. Oh, well, there is a girl sitting there. Or do we count girl or not? Okay.
No, there isn't.
No, there isn't a
anyone.
girl.
There's
Sorry.
nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing back there.
Sorry.
Nothing to see there.
Technical
We would
execution.
need the solar curve for this to see the background,
Oh,
like
actually.
the one I use for
Yeah.
to see all the
To
dust and
yeah.
specks in Photoshop.
It shows everything, and definitely if a girl will be there, you'll see it. Post-production, there is very little post-production, and composition could be better too. Okay, number 8. Number 8 is right here. Let me open
Interesting.
it. Okay, here we go. That's cool. And it's definitely tons of post-production. There is no white rows like this, right? And boxes. I love it. The idea is super cool. Execution is great too. There is some technical, probably, well, not issues, but there is ways to improve it because we lost a little bit. For example, we lost a little bit of texture here, just a little bit over here. The rest is fine. You know what? Ideally, I would like to see the perfect boxes because this, the box from, I've seen this box, it comes with Google Home, routers or whatever. Well, looks very similar. Ideally, it should be some super cool acrylic, let's say, box or something that we don't see any, paper. We just see the perfectly, it's almost 3D. Actually, we have a course for Cinema 4D is coming soon. Well, did I say? Ooh, it's a secret. It was top secret, guys. Anyway, so
There goes that.
yeah, it's supposed to be perfectly made boxes, and ideal solution is 3D. The rest, Artyom, what do you think?
I think it's a cool image. At least this like screams Valentine's Day. I think for me at least. It's the white rose petal is, or whatever petal that is. I think it is very cool. I think it's creative because I think I've never thought about like having white petals. Usually it's red roses for Valentine's Day. I think there is a bit too much vignette in the image. I think it would look a bit better if there wasn't so much vignetting. Like there could be a little bit, but just maybe tone it down like 50%, then it would be a bit more balanced image. Otherwise, yeah, I think it's a cool idea. I think this idea could be taken even like further. Like right now it's really simple, but this could be used for as an image for maybe Valentine's Day greeting card or whatever. I think it's very cool. I don't see the only things that I would have done post-production wise is a little bit of dodge and burning on the flower petals. There are some weird like shadow highlight spots, at least on the bottom leaf and not leaf, petal, and on the upper there is like a sharp triangle where the petal is kind of hitting the box. It just looks a bit strange to me.
Oh, here.
But otherwise, yeah,
Mhm.
very cool image, and I think this
Nice.
this looks very Valentine Day-ish.
Yeah.
So
I'm still
yeah,
trying to
yeah,
get the
nice.
story, what it is, but probably there is something about.
I think this could be even more like fine art, like
Yeah, it's fine.
with like a bit more abstract.
Yeah, yeah. If it would be just not boxes but just the shapes, like the bottom one, we don't see the box. This top one, it's almost story about I did unboxing. I was thinking that it was the ring from you, and it was something else. So I just kind of tear in my white. No, I tear my rose, and it's kind of turning white because I'm crying and blah blah blah. So this is the story. Here we go. About unboxing. Okay, I'm kidding, but this is one of the best. Anyway, let's move
Someone said that it's climbing the steps to the bedroom.
on the boxes, and
Yeah.
there is something under each box, so you kind of climb, and boom. Okay, cool. Yeah, why not? Yeah.
All right, moving on.
Okay, creativity. Let me put some numbers here. Technical execution, post-production. Oh, I wish. Okay, anyway, I already told this composition. Okay, really good numbers. Let's move to next one. And the next one is 9. Composition number 9. We actually getting slower than I was thinking, but this is what we can do. Wow, nice. Oh, I love it. Ah, man, let's take a look. It's a paradise for product photographer. So beautifully done. All these reflections, they super cool and very contrast. I think it's I might say, hey, it's a little bit too, that's special voice, like it's too bright, and it was burned through. But I'm not going to say this, almost not going to say, because it still kind of fits really well because of the white background and really bright shot. And we have black with chrome metal or whatever, chrome reflection subject. And to blend it into that, white surround, I think this is the right way. You do it, the highlights are really, really bright. And this was, maybe Artem will tell you a little bit later about this. Maybe this is too flat, when we have nothing. I see this part, it just being, just completely like look really flat. Probably it was too much Photoshop or whatever. But the rest, all these petals, what kind of flowers is it? Glad it's not rose, just, to be, but composition and everything. Artem, what do you think? It's super cool.
I think it's super cool. What were you talking about when you mentioned me saying
There is,
I kind of missed it.
yeah, on open part, there is a line, like, let me grab different color, let's say green, yeah, it used to be green. So this line, you see, it's like, it definitely was cleaned in Photoshop, so the reflection that's supposed to be bright, there is like, you see, this one looks
Yeah,
natural.
yeah,
It's bright, it's overexposed, but it's okay. It's sort of like, it's a chrome and it's highlight. But here, it just so much, it looked like a flat piece of something, which doesn't look right.
yeah,
All this.
yeah. I
You see?
understand what
Okay.
you mean. I think it's not. Yeah, the white part is kind of really blown out. I was actually looking more at the gradient on the right, the like where it's closed. I think the gradients are a bit too much, like
You mean
too
too bright, to contrast?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
They are too bright, in sense of when kind of there should be a little bit more kind of the cutoff is really sharp between black and white. Like it should be more of a subtle gradient, I think. But yeah, it looks a bit blown out to me. But otherwise, I think post-production wise, the image is quite cool. something which is throwing me off is the kind of miscoloration between the actual lipstick and the flower petals. Like,
Interesting. Yeah.
yeah, that's that because the lipstick looks so desaturated. I think here it would have been so great to have that more kind of saturated red color instead of this pale kind of pastel red which we have here. Otherwise, yeah, it's very cool image, and the one other thing which I would have fixed is the black kind of line of the gradient at the bottom of the open lipstick. So there is this kind of zigzag appearing from
Oh, this
probably
one.
from one of the flowers, yeah, petals. So
Mhm.
that's throwing me off in regards of post-production. It could have been fixed really easily. Yeah, very cool image. I think this is also one of the best so far.
Yeah, yeah, my favorite as well. Thank you, Tom. Very cool, very cool. Oh, amazing, amazing. Oh, this is what we usually know at images of this level. This we talk about on the workshops, on the review, and we give them hard time, despite of being really good. Anyway, let me put all these numbers, and we'll be going to next one. Okay.
I would have tried to melt the tip of the lipstick
Oh.
to make it look like it was coming from the petals being formed from
Hmm.
love. Yeah, cool idea.
I don't know. Not,
Not a bad idea.
I don't.
Definitely
I
not
don't like it. Oh, you well, it will be too messy. I don't. Not sure. Bury my lipstick a bit more in the petals, maybe. But this
Alright.
it's really cool themed, and yeah. Okay, guys, thank you for your
So
opinion.
submission
Let's
10, we're past half of the submissions.
1 hour. Okay. Oh, tea time. Tea lover. We had a wine lover. We had chili sauce lover. We had the table of contents lover, right? And now we have guitar lover, and now a tea lover. Oh, nice. Uh, well, I know this is
It's
cool.
hard giving these numbers, man. It's like
It's hard. Technically, I don't have anything to say. To do it. I mean, there is no what I can call like an error or mistake or anything. It looks cool. The composition, colors, the tea, the texture, the liquid, the glass, reflection, even little reflection on that handle, reflection inside. All super cool. I mean, the placement. So, and simplicity on the other side. I mean, it's like cool. I don't know, Artem. What do you do with this? What do we do?
what do I do with this? Do you know what throws me off here?
Okay, go
Like
for it.
I
Yeah,
have
here we go.
I have one thing which throws me off a lot. It's the background actually, and the background in sense because on the right we have the background end on a yellow line, and on the left we have kind of a green line. So in my opinion, the green looks much better when it ends on green because then you have kind of more green than yellow. So if you would just stretch it a little bit to the right to end it on green on both sides, then it would look a bit more symmetrical because here the whole point of this image, I think, it's to look a bit kind of symmetrical. So to achieve like that perfect symmetry, I think the background is kind of off center. It's a missed opportunity in my opinion. So that's something that I noticed. I think like small composition adjustment would be good here.
Wow.
Otherwise, I don't actually remember like now when I start to think how tea looks in images, like a raw tea, tea leaf. Uh, but I don't know. There's something with the color. It it looks kind of yellowish, isn't it? More kind of warm brown color instead of yellow. I don't know. But correct me if I'm
Oh,
wrong.
I
I
don't
don't.
know. It's
I
it.
don't. I don't drink much tea. I'm not a
Well,
tea
me
drinker.
either. But there are so many different colors. But Artyom, you're so much precise. Oh man, yeah, about these colors. I never would even think about it. Wow. I mean, that's cool. Thank you for sharing your feelings. Now, yeah, I don't know about colors. I think it could be like this. And well, I don't know. People asking, yeah, if it's a little bit blurry, the T. I don't think it's blurry. Well, not.
I don't think so
Yeah,
either. No.
it's the depth of field is really huge here. So whatever, I don't know the height of this of the this little the cup, but it's cool. I don't think any. Yeah.
I'm actually missing some of the texture of the glass. Like it doesn't look like glass. It looks like it doesn't have any glass texture in there.
Yeah, ideally, we would have some, some reflection, like little reflex going on. We have a little bit
Yeah.
of here, so it saves it. At least it tells it hey, there is a glass because of the handle, and we have glossy reflection. But it still looks pretty cool, and I think there is an idea to have it like this to see through. And we have like a tea blended into through the glass, and then tea. Actually, it was cleaned. You see, there is no. We definitely would see, most likely would see the tea through the liquid, but we don't see it, right? So most likely it's some sort of like a composite image, and yeah, yeah. Would you agree, right, Artyom? We would see this, the
Yeah.
this stuff over here.
Maybe like just a little bit, but not too much.
Yeah, but anyway, I like it. I really like it. What's saying? This one of my favorites so far. One color. Yes, yes, Ryan. I agree. One of the. And the Valentine's theme. Yes, there is a heart shape. It's funny. Looks like you can turn anything to Valentine's Day if you put
If it
some
has a heart in
heart.
there. Yeah.
And actually, this is what we did with the apple. Well, no, with apple it was not just heart. It was the whole,
Yeah, there
history.
was a lot of
Yeah, yeah,
there was a
a lot
lot
of.
of stuff going on.
But visually, it was just like an apple. But here, yeah.
Yeah, just don't you dare say it was just an apple.
No, no, no. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I was.
No, no, no.
So, yeah, looks like there are some couples. They drink tea on the day. No alcohol, nothing. They probably they are vegans
Time.
as well, and they do yoga in between, tea ceremonies. So yeah, I can get it. Okay. Like shadows and all this stuff. So cool. Thank you. Let's put numbers, and we'll go from there. Creativity is definitely super cool here. Technical execution, really nice. And post-production, probably because it looks clean, very nice. And composition is cool too. Okay. Now, next one is. Oh, what is this?
Ooh. What do we have
Okay.
here?
This is what we have. Oh, nice. Uh-huh. So, it's interesting. We can talk a lot because there are many details, and I try to cut myself as short as possible. Overall, very good technical work. Reflections, refractions, all the subject by itself looks just beautiful. I mean, this really good. The jar, with all this stuff that we can see through, like I said, it's beautiful. What, okay, about beautiful. The rest looks good, pearls, nice, lots of texture on the flower, and all is super cool. But there is, it divided by two pieces. One is on top, okay? It's super bright, it has bouquet, it has all that stuff, but it almost has nothing to do with the bottom part where everything is happening. We're not seeing through, let's say, through the subject and like a bouquet behind. It's not like this. It's literally like if we crop it, we probably won't lose much, because if you would have a little bit more, on top, it would be really like, this is how it is. For example, I just trying to, let's say if I crop it this way, what will happen? I mean, For me, it looked better now because of this. So this is the main thing. The background was really detached from this, and because of this, it was too bright. And the question about flower, why it's so dark. It could be that dark if background wouldn't be that bright. I actually would highlight a little bit. If we have that foreground that dark, we need to have darker background then to work it. And the main bright subject would be better this. But it's beautiful shot. Artyom, give me your ideas. Look at this. It's super cool.
Yeah, I actually took a look at it, and do you see what, in your opinion, is the coolest kind of Valentine's Day detail here? Because I see it, and I'm just
It's Valentine's.
wondering.
Well, it's a flower. I mean, it's present. Then the
Yeah, there is
flower.
actually also a more
Amor, exactly.
written.
Yes. Amor.
Yeah, written on the bottle. I think that's kind of cool touch. I'm not sure if that's kind of the main idea of this, but I think it's a cool small detail that the this what is it called, scent was chosen by the theme. I think that's really good. I think this image lacks a bit of post-production. I would bet that the background is made in post. The bokeh looks a bit squished in my opinion, like vertically. So a little bit correction in that. I think the most that the image needs is post-production, because there are some areas which are dark, and then I think there could be even more detail drawn out from the flower. And yeah, just overall a little bit of I would do some color adjusting, and yeah, mostly post-production. I think the composition is cool, everything is in frame, nothing gets cut off weirdly by the edges. Just yeah, mostly post-production work that is a bit lacking here, I think. Otherwise,
Thanks.
cool image.
You know what they're saying? Background was added later. I think it's an after.
Yeah.
Mohammed, you made this shot? Oh, really? If you are, I mean, then yes. Yeah, now I see why it's a bit blurry, a little bit strange here. But, it's too bright, man. It's really, I mean, I wish you wouldn't do this because the rest looks super cool. Yes.
And someone said that more detail in the flower, and I totally agree.
Yeah,
like the red part really needs to
it's actually lots of details. It's just lack of sorry guys, I'm doing something. It's lack of light. It's a little bit too dark.
Yes.
So dodge and burn will help just in Photoshop because there is enough. Okay.
And some curve adjusting.
Yeah.
Probably. But yeah,
Local stuff.
cool image.
Cool. Let's move to the next one. So put in numbers on number 11, and creativity. It's super nice. Technical execution. I can.
Yeah, let's just put 20 on every single
20.
spot.
We can't. It's up to 10. So. No, 8. Oh, did I say it? Because of the background. Anyway, let's move to the next one. And this time is this.
Ooh, this is good. I know it's again a lipstick, but this is good. I think this is very good.
Is it a girl there? I mean, okay. I was. She's covered with this. Okay, now I get it. Okay.
Wow. I think it's very pretty.
It's cool, yeah. There is and there is a lipstick, and oh, nice. Oh, it's cool. So, first of all, it was like I'm telling the story. Since the author can do this, I'll do it for him or for her. It was like whoa! It was something going on after that Valentine's Day supper or whatever. But it's interesting that it was a really careful couple. Not even a single drop of wine was spilled on the white, the sheet, and it was carefully left inside the glass. No, just kidding. So I like it. Yes, this looks beautiful. I mean, it's just technically super cool. Maybe slightly pull the actual lipstick a little bit, if it's possible, not sure, a little bit more, you know, talking about doing this, you know. Come on. Never. So, lipstick. Come on. Lipstick is out. Just because all the time it's more like this if you look at any, you know, advertising image. It's cool, it's cool. This is a little bit, I don't know, it's still good. Well, not much I can critique actually. It's, you know, more about composition, you know, one you kind of trying to tell. A little bit strange, well, not strange, but, you know, like lots of white, but then dark. I don't know, Artem, what do you think about this dark piece over there? Because it's relatively light image. Lots of
Oh,
things.
the kind of dress or
Yeah,
whatever.
dress or pillow, or
I think
don't
it's
pillow.
cool. I think I like nearly everything about this image. I think there is the composition is so cool and kind of if you would imagine leaving that dress out of this image, it wouldn't be as interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it was just white there, it wouldn't look this cool.
Agree.
I I think the dress belongs there. I think the wine glass is exactly where it should be. The rose, the petals, everything is kind of. I think it's like the composition wise, this is really close to like perfect. You're never perfect, but this is close. I think it's very good.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Um,
Except I would, if it would be, it would be something less heavy on there. Some different details of the dress, let's say, you know, something that more like airish, whatever. It's just me.
yeah, something lighter maybe. Maybe
Lighter,
I
yeah,
don't know.
like you know, kruzheva, how you call it, you know, this little thing that
But I mean,
sometimes you can
here,
find.
here, 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 it's like I don't think that changing the material would change my mind about the image like too much.
I see.
It's still
Yeah.
very cool, very good image. Whoever did this should be proud.
Red shoes with heels, yeah, red shoes, heels will work too. Or, yeah, heart is missing. No, we don't need much heart. It's all about this theme. It's actually really cool Valentine's Day. Let's see what's saying. Everything here well balanced. Yes, yes. Dress. Okay, so most of our viewers agree that dress is good.
I think also like adding that small detail where there is actually a little bit of wine left in the glass
Yeah,
is very good. I think
very
it's
good,
a cool touch. Because
yeah.
if it would have been empty glass, it would have been a bit
Right.
more boring.
Yeah,
Good job. Yeah, whoever did this. Cool.
yeah. But I would spill it. There is no way it could be like this, other than carefully
Oh, you would
placed.
spill it. Yeah,
I would
know.
spill it on the pill. I mean, on the sheet. There is no way that it will do bomb and be like this. So somebody placed it, and there is no ways that somebody can place on this situation when it's like dresses. Come on, what the dress is there, and girl is missing actually again, but that's fine. So let's put our numbers. Thank you for submission of one of my favorite as well. Technical execution, really super cool. Post production, nice. Composition, nice too, yeah. Man, it will be tough choice. Let's move to the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we have this. Ooh. Oh, max factor. So we have two things. We have lipstick on some digital, looks like, but nice background with some reflection and all this. And we have something flying around. And it's really like, it's dilemma, you know, what, because what I see here is really good technical work on the you know, the real stuff, the lipstick. maybe a little bit too, talking about, for example, reflection, it's a little bit too visible. It's almost like, I mean, I would reduce opacity since most likely it's digital, but even if not, opacity could be lower, I think. The brightness of these guys, well, Artyom will tell you if it's too much or not. I'm not sure about highlights. It's almost white there. Maybe it's fine, maybe not. But about this, the lips by itself, made out of splash or whatever. Yeah, there is a splash and probably lips made out of splash. It's very interesting. I mean, it's unusual, and it's not easy to do. But on this image, and especially with this, I don't know how you call it. Is it like something spilling from her mouth, or I mean, you're trying to get what it's doing there? If it's lips, and it's like, you're like, no, really, I'm not getting this. Really, even though I'm big lover, guys, all about all the splashes and all that stuff. I love it. But here, the shape and everything, I'm not sure. Artyom, what do you think? What
I'm
what
having
we
hard
gonna do
time.
with this?
I'm having hard time because at the same time this is very technically, at the same time it's well done and not really well done because the idea is cool, the execution is very close, but the finishing touches are kind of like, where are they? I think again here we come to the point that yes, it's a lipstick. Valentine's Day is kind of actually when I start thinking about it, it's kind of like difficult topic because it's hard to put it into perspective, like what makes it a Valentine's Day image. In this case, I would kind of let this through. I think it's very well done, but there are some things I would do about the splash coming from the lips, kind of around the lipstick. There is just like it looks too sharp, the turn, kind of it should be more like fluid. It it could be going like very smoothly warping into the shape of the lipstick. I mean lips, but the lips are done very well, I think, post-production wise, because some work needs to be done to achieve this result. It's not easy.
Right.
So yeah, the concept is good, the lips are well done, the product is, I think, very very well done, but
What about
something
background?
about
People say
background,
yes, something like they think it's
yeah, it's
too basic. I mean, for me it
yeah,
looks
it's
good. I don't
very
know.
basic, but again, yeah, it is very basic, but I don't think that background has a lot to do with how to make this image
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
better.
Okay.
I think there are more important things to focus. As I said, the left kind of curvy splash needs some work. At least the ending, like it goes from
Yeah,
like
yeah.
from top, it starts very well, then it kind of starts going really
Yeah.
like worse. Then at the bottom you have this kind of dark spot on the splash, and the ending is like
Just
what's
crazy.
going on
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah, this is not the splash.
Yeah.
And we
So
have tons of splashes, guys. I mean,
and we actually have also like for unlimited membership people, we actually have a workshop where we work with tons of splashes. So you should definitely check that out.
right. If you guys, if you didn't see, if this is just a little plug, but really it's needed, and because I see all the time, instead of doing your own splashes and mastering all that stuff, it's good to have, but you can always get, I mean, let's say $35, 200 splashes, high resolution, like 40 megapixel, well, between 25 and 40, it was different cameras. I mean, you can get it, and there are really good splashes. I mean, I selected, for several years I was shooting and got those splashes, and now we sell them just, it's, how you call it, royalty free license, meaning that you can use on any commercial or personal application. You have the license for this when you buy this and download it. So just keep in mind that there is a way to get splash that looks really cool, and you don't need to shoot it by yourself and put it on any image, and it will kind of blend better. Okay, thank you for your opinion, Artyom. Let's put numbers and move forward. It was number 13. Okay. Okay. And post-production, yes. And it was like this. Okay, I'm ready. And next one will be number 14. Okay,
There are so many, like, it's so cool to see so many opinions, like so many different opinions in the chat.
yeah, what people saying? I think it's
Yeah, some people say
from mine.
yeah, some say that the lips could have been done better. Some say that the image could be positioned lower. Some say that splash feel too artificial. It's like many different things.
Many opinions. Okay, guys, what do you think then about this? Eventually, we got to do some food. Is it our first food or not? Yeah, it's well, tea is not food. It's almost first food, and then we'll have actually more food. So, okay. Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, so first of all, I feel like I want to eat it, so it's done well, meaning that, you know, my internal, you know, that hungry beast, it's like, oh, so he got it, or she, whoever did this image, meaning that it's tasteful, it's nice. On a technical side, there are tons of improvements. Really, I mean, if we shoot food, styling is a big part of it, and what is this? What is going on here? I mean, that's not. It could look better. Yes, it's real stuff, but the way that we choose the you know, the subject, how it looks, the appearance. Either we do it in post production, we just create nice lives that is not belonging to this, or it should be something that's really nice. Okay, this is it flies a little bit sideways, which is strange, because it shouldn't be, you know, the whole thing. It could be moving, but it's supposed to be kind of not moving really. Because for
maybe
me,
it's windy. Maybe it's
windy.
windy.
It's windy, yeah. Or it's like, you know, I am shaking because I want to eat it, and it's like a little bit, yeah. Unusual. What is unusual for me is this: the fork. It's, I mean, it almost look like these plastic forks, you know, one-time use plastic, because it's on a black background, so we have a little bit light coming, and it highlights on the edge, and the fork by itself, it's clear, you know, clear plastic, and we see through. Maybe it's like this, but something tells me that it's supposed to be glossy, and ideally we'd love to see a little bit of, you know, that it's glossy. It could be dark, it could be lots of black reflection. But again, it's not about being photorealistic, it's about delivering that mood and feel of Valentine's Day. And I'm not sure how it's well delivered. Artyom, what do you think?
Yeah, the fork is something I don't understand in the image. Also, the green part, what you said, something just doesn't work there either. I think this image overall needs work. The composition works, for sure. Like there has been thought put into the composition, but everything else I think needs work. Post-production needs work, color-wise, and I would do some cleaning on the chocolate and on the strawberry, and technical execution on the fork I would improve, and also creativity. Well, it's kind of really standard shot, which you can find nearly anywhere. So
Yeah.
I think a bit. I would say that, yeah, the overall image needs some work.
Thank you. Let's put numbers.
How's everyone doing in the chat? Everything good?
Uh,
Lacks an
it's
identity.
not
Yeah.
clear what the focus on the image. Strawberry, chocolate, fork. Well, it's everything, but mostly for me at least, it's strawberry since it's like it's red and it jumps immediately. I see the strawberry, but yeah, there are questions about what do we see. Technical execution, post production, and the composition. Okay, I'm ready to move forward. A little bit more food here. Ooh, nice. Let's have it here. Submission number
Ooh.
15. Cookies. Eventually, cookies and roses. Nice. Well,
Looks like a Valentine's Day image to me,
yes,
to
it's
be honest.
perfectly Valentine's. What it says, chocolate. Okay, so there's nothing. It's well. Oh, well green. Well green. Okay, yeah, looks like. We see a little bit of the label. Nice. Yeah. The flower made it, and composition. I think it's done really well.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's almost like somebody did bite, but probably not. Sometimes it's like from teeth. Maybe it is. Oh, actually, why not? Actually, it is. Yes, one, second one. So it's perfect. It's her lips. I mean, her teeth, and we need to see then lips a little bit. Like red. Okay, I'm just fantasizing. In terms of technical stuff, well, we need to be. Yes, it's a serious business here,
Yeah, we need to be professional.
Yes, yes.
Stay professional. It's
Yeah,
Friday, we know,
yeah,
but
it's Friday. It's cool. Okay, professional. Here is your professional stuff. Why it's a little blurry here? It's blurry there. Why it's blurry? The rest looks super cool. This one get a little bit lost, which is actually could be fine. But since all the rest is in super sharp focus, ideally I would love to see this corner in focus as well, because even this one it's in better focus than this. Okay, so left bottom corner, a little bit more focus. This is super cool. I love this. Flowers, all this. I mean the leaves. Sorry. And of course the chocolate looks great. I don't know is it post production or not, but the surface, how the way that it's polished, sort of, I love it.
it's
And
very very well done.
yeah,
Yeah.
do you
Yeah,
have
I agree.
anything that you don't like here, Artyom? What?
I think again, it might be just me, but the kind of the color seems just a tiny bit too red to me, like too yellow. I would drop the yellow maybe like 10%, not more, but just enough to kind of balance out the. Right now it just looks a little bit too warm, but otherwise I think it's very cool photo. I don't know how perfect the photographer who did this image intended it to be, but from the polished kind of chocolate texture, if you look at the leaves, they have these like really dark spots all over them. What do you think about those? Like,
Oh, it looks like it's natural. It's some sort of maybe like disease or whatever for the rose. I mean,
yeah, I
of the
know it's
roses.
natural, but that's the point. Like, are they supposed to be there? If yes, then it's fine. If not, I wouldn't remove them completely, but I would balance them out with some green. They're really black. You s-
Yeah, I
it
agree.
looks kind of
Now I see. Yeah,
leaves.
it's
Yeah,
almost like
they look a bit kind of dead to me.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
not completely dead, but they have this kind of like black spots. Doesn't look too like appetizing because if you would expect like leaves touch your food, it would be like good for the leaves to be fresh.
It's a virus theme, all this coronavirus and all this stuff. It's like, oh, there is something, even the beautiful stuff is going on.
Yeah.
Anyway, actually, you know what they say? It's very mild image. It may be more like a product ad than Valentine's. For me, it's actually not. I think it's Valentine's. It's perfectly Valentine's as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think it looks very good.
Roses and chocolate. It's like a first step to get to the girl's heart, right? Then you need to add diamonds, but it's later, so we kind of it's still Valentine's, right? We know how called girls' best friends, but it's like its first step. So, it should be somewhere diamonds. Do we have diamonds here? Nobody see diamonds. Oh, what? Guys, what? Yeah.
One more thing which I
Yeah.
noticed about the image is that the cookie
Cookie.
part seems to be a little bit blown out. But
This the inside, right? The
Yeah.
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 I've seen it's probably a little bit too much over here.
Just a tiny bit, not
Yeah.
much, but a little bit.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really matter at this point. It's really good image.
Yeah, but very nice, very nice. Let's put our numbers. One of my favorite composition definitely would be, you know, the really high number.
2000.
2000, yeah, 2020. Creativity is really high number as well. Technical execution, oh, very nice. If Artyom wouldn't notice the sleeves, but yeah.
It's always me. It's always me who's
Yeah,
responsible
you're
for
right.
that kind of stuff.
You look directly to, you know, things to improve. Okay, cool. Thank you. Let's move to next one. And the next one, do we have something special? Something really Valentine's. And we have this beautiful bright image of, I guess it's some interesting lipstick. That is, well, we have this heart. Okay. So nice and simple. On one side or another side, it's technically it's perfectly done. There is some little stuff, but no, this is like a feature of the product, so it's fine. We have gradients, we have highlights, we have you know, glossy stuff that looks glossy. I never seen, you know, how much you need to stick it out, so probably this is fine. Maybe it is, maybe not. It looks okay to me. But if there is a way to pull it more, you know, out, talking about the lipstick, the really tip of it, it probably better just from the product photography standpoint. You know, we trying to show a little bit more of the actual color of, you know, the substance to whatever we sell, because the rest is just a case, right? And, you know, Valentine's, I think perfectly done. Artyom, what do you think? Simple
It's
and nice.
yeah, I think here we kind of come to the saying that less is more. But it's a simple image. I mean, it's definitely, it screams Valentine. I don't think it's like super creative, but again, it's I think composition wise it's very cool. The placement of the products is kind of, I think, close to perfect. Their technical execution is quite good. I can see all the gradients. The only thing which I noticed is that the, like where the Tom Ford the text is, kind of the black line on the golden part annoys me a little bit. Like the thick black
I see.
line beneath the T letter. It kind of throws off the whole Tom Ford text a little bit, because it when you squint your eyes, it kind of just like jumps out there. It's so big compared to the golden part. It's like 1/10 of the golden part. That's the only thing which throws me off a little bit, but otherwise, yeah, it's a cool simple image. I could see this on maybe like a, you know, advertisement for Valentine's Day discounts on maybe some makeup shop.
Yeah, like
Would work
30%
perfectly.
off made of the same drawing.
Yeah, well, but
Yeah,
I think
actually, yeah.
I mean, kind of like idea-wise, this is good.
Yeah. Interesting points brought by our viewers. That
Shadows?
well, I remember reading about paper, and you know, the way that it's paper. There is no sign that it's textured, right? It's like a flat, but the shape, you know, it's not solid, so there is a texture there, and it's interesting observation actually. It could be maybe better, you know, it could be better if it would be like almost like glossy, let's say acrylic, and the color of the lipstick would have no texture, but just that finished glossy finish. The drawing, I mean, or on other side, it could be really textured, heavyweight paper that we see the texture actually because of the sharp light. You see, we have the shadows, and looks like, actually, I would agree. Somebody said that it's almost like a CGI. It looked like with that sharp shadow and that lights on that we see reflection on the case of the lipstick. It couldn't be like that. I mean, there are diffusers definitely, because we have gradients and all the stuff, and we have super duper cool sharp shadow that is actually coming from the side there is no light, at least there is no reflection. It's
Yeah,
supposed to be light
you're
from this
correct.
side, and there is a shadow from this side, and I mean shadow, the reflection, not shadow, sorry, the dark reflection that Artyom was talking about. It goes like this, right? And we have this, so it's probably CGI or heavy Photoshop, which is nothing wrong. I mean, that's great, it's fine. But there is a way to improve it, because
Yeah,
we're gonna
yeah.
see.
The shadows is something definitely that I kind of didn't even notice. I was
What
I
we
was
gonna
so
do?
into the actual projects.
You know, did we limit it to be in the camera? I mean, the photography or CGI? We didn't limit. I need to kind of go through our contest rules, if it's okay, if you're gonna submit. Anyway, if this image will win, we'll ask to behind the scene anyway, and probably it's okay to have CGI, but we'll ask for it. Anyway, let's put numbers, Artem. Are you ready?
Yeah,
Move.
yeah. I'm done with the numbers.
Okay, I didn't do it yet. Creativity is this. Technical execution is this. Oh, actually a little bit less because of the shadows. Post-production, well, it's good. And composition is good too. Okay.
I kind of like going through two numbers on the post-production, but I can't decide that. Let's leave it there.
Oh, yeah. You okay? I said you kind of going between 0 and 2 for them, because it's like it's not perfect.
No,
Like
no.
how you can split between 0 and 2 that many submissions? There's so many
All
imperfections.
right.
Okay, just kidding. Because I know you're a perfectionist. It's for
I
you.
am.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay, submission number 17, and we do have tons of stuff going on here, and wow, nice. I like it. Yeah, it's definitely visible that it's Valentine's Day theme. Miss Dior, very nice. The cool that we see through the glass, it kind of looks really nice. That pinkish background, again, Artem will tell you about how it matches or not colors. There are some kind of strange situation with colors. Some of the petals kind of almost filtered through. Some of them really like red. Well, different color, but again, I leave it to Artem. Compositionally, I like it, but there is strange feeling from that rain of petals.
Yeah, something definitely going on there.
Yeah, it's like either too much or too how you call it, too structured, almost like a rain, which is maybe fine. But well, anyway, technically I think it's done really well. I really love the jar, the whole thing, how it looks like. These reflections on the glossy part, I love them. Not a problem at all. Here, what is this? It's probably part of the glass. I was thinking that it's little drops, some kind of, but no, it's probably something in the glass. Anyway, Artem, what do you think? I like
I
it.
think
I
that
like it a
yeah,
lot.
definitely the background kind of the rain of petals. There is something. It definitely looks like it's either like I don't know if there is some the photographer has painted over them or used blend if or something, but the kind of pale pink
Hmm.
color
Some of them,
doesn't work.
like
Yeah, I think if they were kind of the same color as the everything else would work much better. But mm, at least it's a lot of pink, a lot of flowers, kind of nice Valentine Day-ish colors. The background looks very simple. I think there like yeah, there is some backlight there. I don't know. It lacks a bit of that kind of the foreground is really like punchy, like in your face because the red is so saturated and there are so many small reflections and refractions on the bottle. And then as you go backwards, it kind of yeah, it does get a little bit more faded, but the fade isn't, in my opinion, done uh, the kind of correct way. So the front of the image, very cool. The back of the image, here and there. So yeah, I would definitely do some post-production adjustments regarding the colors and a little bit of brightness and contrast. But cool image, good composition. I think the composition, at least in the front, is very good. Overall, good entry. Good entry. There are some color things like going on in the front. If you compare like right side to the left, the right flower looks blue and the left flower looks kind of closer to warm tones. So I don't know what happened there. It should be equal. Something wrong with the white balance, but yeah,
hmm yeah,
yeah,
maybe.
pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty
Yep.
cool.
Thanks. So let's see. More longer shutter speed, more motion. Well, maybe not sure, guys, about motion, but maybe it would be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's even the like even the shutter speed. Something else. I don't know.
Someone see repeated pedal. So there is
Yeah,
some cloning,
yeah,
right, going on.
above above the box and one on the right looks exactly the
I
same.
see.
It
Ooh.
actually is. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, this is why it kind of looks.
Good catch, good catch.
Yeah, yeah, good, good,
Whoever
good.
did that.
Yeah.
That's I think that's the only repeated pedal. I
hmm
can't see anything else.
So they were definitely added in post, which is fine. Um, it may be cool idea actually to have them, since we have some of the pedals like far away, like this one. Maybe even more blur, to have depth, a little bit more depth, to kind of, if it's like rainy, rainy, rainy. Anyway, let's put numbers. Good work, good work. I like this one. Let's put numbers. Creativity is really good here. Technical execution is good too. Post production. Okay. And the last one. Da-da-da.
No.
No?
We have
Oh,
two.
two more. We have, okay, I have
more.
only, actually, we need to add then one more.
Yeah, one more line. I actually
Line,
did that already.
Okay, now I have it. Okay, let's close this one. Something dark is coming. Oh, eventually, whoo, we have a girl. Here we go. I was waiting for this. Eventually, we have a girl.
Well,
Okay, let's be professional. Okay,
it's getting carried away
yeah.
little by little.
Okay. Ooh, it's interesting how this.
What's going on? Am I the only one seeing like the diagonal lines?
Yes, I think it's.
Do you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Oh,
Too.
you can see. No, you can see it too. Okay.
Yeah, it's
That,
it's there.
what
It's.
is that?
Hmm.
What is it? What is it supposed to be? Why isn't it? What's it? It definitely isn't the flare.
It's not
It
flare.
isn't the flare because they're like cutting sideways.
I don't know. It's almost
Alright.
like
But yeah.
the how you call it, guidelines from Photoshop, but it looks like
Yeah,
it's not.
something there. But
Anyway.
anyway. just try to ignore them.
Yeah, well, let's try. Well, it is. So we'll. Well, yeah, you're right. So interesting. Two things that immediately catch my attention when I look at this. So one thing is more on technical side. Well, both of them actually. This looks a little bit unusual and strange to me. This, especially the bottom one, it's almost like it's glowing. But again, that's probably fine. It just catch my attention. I need to think what means. What is strange and why I don't think I like it. The bluish, basically white balance on the model light. You know, the face and hand, it's so much on the blue side compared to the rest. Basically red is it's really like warm coral temperature a lot, but here we have not just white but almost blue, so I don't think it's good. And actually this little bit kind of bluish. Here there is nothing bluish, it's almost reddish, it's a little bit warm light, and here we have the piece that looks strange. And technically, I don't think it's good at all. So it's not a part of the vision, most likely not the vision of the creator, and just a mistake. This is what I would call a mistake. The rest, well, again, this is done professionally, nice. This is boom, not nice. It was lighting not for the product but for the model, and well, ideally it should be then composite image. We could put a little bit better. I'm not saying that it should be a super nice kind of gradient. It may be okay, but there is a better way to highlight this. Just bring a softbox, highlight the model with softbox, and it will be a nice reflection on the lipstick. You don't need even to do composite, so I would definitely fix this. The rest is nice, interesting background. There is no hair light, but it's probably okay. Artyom, what is your turn?
What is my? I think the technical side of the image would be something that like skin color, that flare doesn't really, I think, add anything to the image. Then the lines, even if the photo was corrupted or whatever technical imperfection it would be, it should be kind of fixed before submitting. Probably if it was entered in any contest, it would lower your chances of winning. And then we come to the conclusion that, is this a Valentine's Day image? I don't think so, honestly, because here again, yeah, I mean the only Valentine's Day which would be there is maybe the ladies getting ready for a date or whatever. But I think there it's kind of, yeah, well, it's as much Valentine's Day image as couple others which we've had so far. The product, I think there should be a bit more retouching, kind of balancing out that bottom lipstick part as well as the top, and I would maybe try to ease out the kind of the glass topper of the lipstick a little bit more. Yeah, the background is cool choice. I think it adds a little bit something to the image.
Yeah.
And the red color on the shoulder of the woman is kind of hard. Like it's really
This
harsh.
Yeah, it's a little bit too bright, too much.
But and a red color is really hard to work with when it's too saturated and too bright. So I would definitely try to pull that down a little bit. But yeah, otherwise, it's a cool image. But I think that there is still work to be done on. Good composition. Good composition. I have to give it that, because we can see the lady. It's kind of mysterious that you can see the eyes. Then you have the product up front, and kind of everything. Kind of composition is good. I think composition in this image is something.
Yep, nice. Actually, it's interesting that someone saying that it's not Valentine's Day. It's more like a show girl. Preparing for something, which I really not get into. I mean, why it should be, show girls have Valentine's Days as well, so why not? Yep. One thing that it's I was thinking about it, how, because this is the most technically well done part. the product itself, and it's harder, to do, because the lighting for the model, it just you put any light, boom, and it looks like this. It's nice. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's just easier, technically easier. I'm thinking of getting a little bit higher, guys, when we shoot, and there is especially looks like there is some logo or whatever on top, and it might be something on top of this. Suggestion for you: go a little bit up higher when you shoot products like this, so you can see, you can show the something on top. Okay, are you ready to put numbers? Yeah, I think we are. So let's put in this.
I've already put my numbers.
Okay, you fast, man.
It's always I always kind of put them on the fly.
Oh, you do. Well, I'm talking easy.
Yeah.
Post-production. There is post-production going on here. Yes, post-production is definitely composition. Composition is, well, but it's an ad. Yeah, it's like an ad. Okay, and the last one. Now the last one. The last one is this. Let's see. Let me read the chat. What is going on here? There is. I see some activity. Yeah, we read. Noisy. Well, I'm not really looking at that because of the compression and everything that we use, for the submission, that software. So noise, not sure, but I didn't notice much. It was actually the texture from the skin, maybe. Anyway, what about this? Unfortunately, there is no woman, but we'll survive since we already had one. Okay, this splash looks definitely interesting. Yeah. It's hard to shoot, or at least to Photoshop things on the white background. I know it because I've been there. It's not an easy task, and especially when it's red. So we do have things like this area where red is kind of going out of control a little bit. But I'm not sure how much Artem will tell you how much is possible to do or not with it. But overall, I like it. It's very creative. It's really all this stuff line. I don't see any artificially thing here, even though it's definitely made from out of few splashes. But the way that it made, I like it. It's nice. The glass pads themselves on the white background, probably again done very well. Nothing wrong with, it's all clear, and we don't need, and actually we won't see any reflections, bright reflections on the glass, since it's on the white. I like it. Artem, what's your opinion? What do we do with this?
What do you think about the color of the?
Well, color is a little bit off, but I don't know what you can do.
It should be darker.
Darker. Well, if it's wine. Well, it could be, but I don't remember how wine.
I think it should be a little.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Dark because of wine, right? It's not icy.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
it might
wine.
be. Yeah, it's not rose because it should be brighter, and it's not.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Pinot, but Pinot still has a little bit, kind of.
Yeah. Someone said that
magentas.
color looks like fruit punch fruit. That's exactly what I'm trying to tell. It looks like strawberry juice.
Good catch. Yeah, because wine has different hue,
Yeah,
right?
it's
a little
dark.
bit.
Because when there's a lot of wine in a glass, it's almost black.
Well, it's different. Pinot, for example, way brighter than Merlot, for example. But still, I agree with you. Even color,
Yeah.
it's more like magentish sort of, right? The hue should be into that area shifted.
It should be more desaturated. It's like too saturated.
Okay, yes, yeah. Actually, good catch, yeah. So, yeah.
So, yeah, and always when doing this kind of stuff, like someone said, start by picking photos that feel viscerally to you, and then start composition carefully later. You'll find common elements that appeal to you. But I think I'm not sure what was the idea of that, but like looking at reference images of like wine splashes would give you the correct color.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so definitely like something, and I'm kind of it's a small image, unfortunately. Like I wish it had a little bit more kind of like quality to it. It's really small JPEG. So unfortunately, I can't really
Yeah,
tell from the
yeah,
detail.
we're not
But
going to talk about quality because of the
no.
all the
But
limitations.
but the everything else, kind of like creativity side and composition, technical execution, quite good. I think it's definitely again one of the best. But post-production wise, I would have worked on the color and kind of like, let's say, density of the liquid a little bit more. And yeah, that's post-production wise what I can tell. Glasses look good in my opinion.
Okay, thank you. We went through everything. Now it's a part of putting our scores together and finding the winner. So
So
what do we do?
where?
I have numbers. You have numbers, right? You give me your number. I
Mm,
give you my number, right? We go from 1 to the 19th,
all right. So
and
total score.
then we need to find out the total score. We need to have how I make it here the average should be average. Are we finding the average between two of us? How we find
I think we're just going to add them together.
just
So
that together? Okay, let's do it.
yeah,
Okay, so it will be some. Okay, let me put the number. So
I can type them down if you want.
well, I want to put the how you call the formula, so we can have it. Or you might do a formula then. Okay. No, for me, formula doesn't work. Anyway, so
Yeah, I'll type
I'll
them
put.
down.
Okay. Submission number
So
1. My score is 28. And
and
yours?
my score was 21. So we
21.
are total of 49.
Okay, 1 second. Let me switch a little bit different screens so we can have it like this. Okay, since we don't have much to share on the screen. Okay, number 2. Mine 27.
Mine was 20, so 47.
Man. Okay.
Remember,
Yeah,
I'm
right. I
not
said
easy on this.
between
No,
0 and
no.
2. No, but you between me 0 and 5. Okay, okay.
All
Go
right,
ahead.
number 3.
31.
I had 19,
Oh man. Okay.
so it's 40.
Oh, let me put 20, 30. Okay, 40 here.
Wait, did you say 31?
31. Yeah.
31, so it's 50.
50. Yeah. And it was 47 before. I didn't put the numbers. And before it was 49, right?
49, yeah.
Okay. Number 4. 28.
16.
16. Okay. Together
So it's 44.
44, right? And number 5, 19.
17.
17. Okay. How much?
It's
30,
36.
36, right? 26.
21.
21. Okay.
So
47.
47.
19.
14.
14.
19, 14, so 33.
33, yeah. 35.
25. So it is 60.
Okay,
Is it 60?
Yes, 60.
Yes.
36.
31.
Ooh!
So
Someone
it's
get
66. Wait.
67.
How much was your score?
36.
67.
67 total,
67.
yeah. 33.
23.
23.
So
Okay, 55,
56.
right? 50, oh,
56.
56, yeah. 36.
How many?
36.
36?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I had 25.
25.
So 61?
Okay. 61. 32.
I had 32 as well.
Oh man, you
Yeah,
had 32.
64.
This is I
64.
need to overlook that other thing. I mean, I need to look at the image again. 64 total. 23.
27. So 50.
27, 50, okay. 20.
14. Whoa.
14,
So
okay.
34.
Okay. 32.
33.
Wow! That's first time
So
that you made it
60. 65.
65. Man, what the image? 30.
20.
Okay.
So
It's
50.
easy
50 in
to count.
total.
28.
24. So we
24.
have 50,
52.
52.
19.
19.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
38. 38 in total.
Okay, 38. 32.
33. So 65.
Okay, now we need to sort it and find out the winner, or just can we sort? How I can sort this stuff? Sort.
Yep, I have the winner, I think.
We have the winner. We have 67.
Yeah, 67 is the winner. So
Number 9,
submission
right?
number 9. Yeah.
Number 9. Guys, let's bring it. 1 second. I'm gonna share my screen again since we have now things to talk. Number 9. This one. Ta-da-da! And now, what is going on is, no, it will be number 1 in any case, even if we have community vote the same, but we're gonna lower them because we don't want one person to receive everything. We just want to split. But let me go and see community votes then. So congratulations, and we'll find out who's. Oh, from US and international. Yes, right. Oh, you know, I forgot something. We choose the winner just for everything, but we're supposed to choose the winner from the US. So only this. And it's not there. Ah, man. Because of the shipping and all that stuff, we have for the first prize only US submissions. This is the deal. Yes. So we need to choose from these. From four, it's actually easy since we have all this. We have all the numbers, and we just need to find 4, 6, 8, 16, 17, or 18 who got the most.
4, 6. What else there was?
4, 6, 8, 16, 17, and 18.
All right.
8 looks like 8. Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like 8
So,
because
yeah,
it's 16.
yeah, 8 is the
8.
winner.
Okay. Sorry, who did this beautiful thing that we picked previously. It's about being in US. And here's the winner. Here's the winner for the first prize for this light. Okay, for the Impact Venture TTL-600 per second battery-powered light that we had. Well, it was provided by b&hphotovideo.com from our sponsors. And we had a review. If you didn't see it, you can go to YouTube channel, Photigy YouTube, and find out well, my opinion and the test that we run in studio and outside. It's pretty cool light, really. So let's see now. Yes, US winner, get the light. Exactly. So this is the light, and again, congratulations. Are we going to, well, we're probably not going to give a name and all that stuff. It will be later. And
just to clarify,
yes.
that the first winner that we announced, submission number 9, will get an unlimited membership, and we still need to pick a number 2 place as well from every single submission.
Yes. So we have, let's move here. This is our rules and everything. We got this, okay? And it's number 8. We got unlimited membership, so it was number 9. agree. Yes, you're correct. Then we have people choice on all entries, right? This is what we need to pick. We need to going to look at what the best by people choice here. And looks like 32 is a huge number. I mean, the biggest number so far. Let's see. Yes. So the most votes went to Valentine's seduction image, right?
Yep.
Yes, looks like.
That's it.
And the winner will get unlimited membership. Again, congratulations. What unlimited membership is, you have access to everything on Photigy. So all courses, well, except certification program, it's outside. The professional membership, all the workshops, everything that we do on what we used to call Pro Club, and all the individual courses, you have access to everything, which is super cool. Congratulations. Congratulations to number, well, to Luis, okay. And to Carla. Carla got it as well for international. And the light goes, actually we can find this one to Hector, okay. Congratulations, Hector. And now we need to pick second place. And it will be based on our scores, right?
Yeah.
Photigy premium course. So any course that winner will pick up. And the second score, let me open our, since 19 I already got, so we have, actually it's two the same, 15 and 19 get the same.
15 and 19? Yeah, exactly.
But it's the same score. What do we do with this? Yeah, it's a draw.
It is a draw.
It is a draw. You know, well, we'll handle it differently. The second place can be the same. So second place goes to number 12. It's 64 points. Okay, this one. Photigy premium course, and then the image. Let me see what image. Let me go to all submissions. Number 12, I said, right? Yes. This one. One second. This one. Congratulations, you got a course. Okay, any course you just send us when you submit your behind the scene. We need to make sure that you took this image. This is for any winners, again, for every winners. Make sure that you guys to provide behind the scene. You tell us what course you want to get, and boom, you are here. Congratulations. And honorable mention, it's either Photigy t-shirt or coffee mug. Okay, we have a store, by the way, guys. If it's on, well, it's hidden. It's a little bit hidden. Somewhere the swag store, but we have, if you didn't see, all kind of stuff that you can, you know, buy. Swags, you see I have one with Photigy, and well, you pick what you want, okay, from there, and it will be honorable mention number 11, right, Artyom, for our table.
Yep.
61 total points. Number 11, we do have number 11 is this. Okay. Huh, it's interesting, you know, how we get the winners. So, congratulations. Okay, looks like we got everything. And you know, with that draw, since it will be unlimited membership, we'll give 2 unlimited memberships to these guys. There is no way to choose between 15 and 19, since they have the same
same score.
15 this one, and 19 this one got the same score, and both will receive unlimited membership. Congratulations, guys. Yeah, now I feel better. for the cookie maker, yes, definitely, it's perfect image to win something. Cool.
Yeah, that's it.
Ta-da!
That's it.
We got it. Thank you, everyone. Thank you guys for participation.
Yeah, thank you for joining.
Yeah, thank you for joining, Ryan. Thank you for helping us to review. Yeah, Carla, unfortunately, but you got unlimited membership.
Those who got unlimited memberships, we're hoping to see you on our monthly Pro Club, ex-Pro Club
Yes,
workshop.
what we used to
I
call
still
for
keep saying, yeah, I
Yeah.
keep saying them. Yeah, you can see me and Alex work on an image every month. Alex does the photography part, and I do some retouching. So make sure you join up there, and we are happy to see new students
Yeah,
there. So
it's all here. We have actually, it's almost ready. We're releasing it this coming week. The next, it's
yeah,
79, so almost 80 workshops that are released. But it's all, not only workshops on the program, there are tons of other stuff, just lessons. And what you do when you join, you can participate in any past workshop as well and submit your image for the review and receive the personalized critique. Okay?
yeah,
Great.
super
So
cool.
we all said, oh, thank you. Okay. And guys, if, well, give us feedback. If you enjoy doing this, we kind of thinking, to run more and more things like this contest. If you have any input, if you think that something can be done better, or any input is really appreciated, so please submit. You can post basically right on this video, even if you'll be watching this in recording on YouTube channel. Just give us opinion, because we're looking to improve it, and since we have more prizes coming soon, it will be another contest, and well, we'll make it. This is our first one. Cool, Artyom, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Alex. Thank you, everyone in the chat. Hopefully, you had a good time, and yeah, we'll see you. We'll see you some next time.
Stay tuned. It will be announcement for the next one, and we have. I'm thinking actually to make it a little bit easier to enter on some point, but on the other hand, it's so cool. It was Valentine's Day to see how it come up with all these ideas. Awesome. That's it, guys.
Yeah, that's it. That's a wrap, guys. Thank you.
Have a
Thank you,
good
everyone.
weekend. Talk to you next week. Bye.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Okay, we have now to press this little nice button.